Alright everybody, we're continuing the world tour here for LR, Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta that change, or fuse, into Vegito. Let's go ahead and turn the skips on. We don't need to watch any other intros, we just need to watch theirs. Decent attack placement, but I'm gonna float off Vegito here. So I guess we'll see a live look at how well these guys tank. No links active, but the only defensive link that they have is, prepared for battle anyway, so we're fine here. Looks like the friend is the same as me in terms of defense, so they must have a similar build here. Okay, so they have the level 6 defense here. I have the 600 defense on the gold equip, and then they have a bunch of attack and crit. I'm not a huge fan of this build, especially because, like, these guys don't really do much damage in base as it is. So, like, these crits aren't really going to help you. The additionals aren't really going to help you, and then, like, you go into Vegito, and these crits are going to do, like, nothing for you because he's already super effective against all types. So I'm not a huge fan here. This is just them trying to squeeze out every point of damage that they can, and I think that that's very foolish. I think you're going to be in this character most of the time in this base form, and you want to make sure you are as defensive as possible in this base form, and if you are not dodging, you are not winning, so I think full dodge is the way to go. Now, I'm not going to sit here and preach to you about why it's the best build, but if Gamma 2 decides to super us here, and mine dodges it, we're going to be doing great. But, oh, it looks like he's going to be supering the friend. 2.4 million attack stat with no links active is definitely not impressive, but keep in mind these guys are in slot 1, so they're missing out on some extra attack that they would get in slot 2, which is what these guys have right here. So that's why their attack stat is a little bit higher in addition to their attack equips. Alright, so they got that 18 key off. They are still guarding, which is nice, but they will not have any dodge here in slot 2. So if Gamma 2 supers us, it's probably going to do a little bit of damage. Alright, here we go. They are triple supering. If we make it to them getting to fuse, this one will definitely do more damage as Vegito. Because they're getting a lot more stacks here, and they have the attack equips. So, Gamma 2 just not supering on this turn. Okay, that's pretty rare, I feel like. It's not common that you see this Gamma 2 go a turn without supering here. So that is very interesting to me. Vegito getting some stacks in is nice. Like I said, we are floating him off. I believe I brought both blue fusions on this team. Yes, and Gogeta is on the other rotation, so I guess I'll float him off next turn as well. And then on turn 5, we could potentially fuse into both Gogeta and Vegito together. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, so let's do this. We'll put Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1 and let them get stacked up a little bit. We'll keep God Goku here in slot 2. He should also be able to get a stat, because I don't think Vegeta and Trunks can do that much damage. And then Gogeta, I think, can also get an attack stat. And also, notice our HP, by the way, is over 700k. 730k HP is pretty good. That is a sign of a good team. The more HP you have, the better you're going to be doing most of the time. So that's really good to see. Vegeta and Trunks are going to be just fine in this fight. So that's good. One thing about this fight is actually, I'm more interested in this fight for Zamasu, because it is a super class enemy, so I can bring, like, physical Zamasu, and he'll have his full, like, super class enemy buffs, right? So I'm very interested to see how that run's going to go. I'd like to get this done in one try on each of them, because, you know, we only have, well, I guess on this red zone we have 5 attempts per day, so that's fine. If we don't get it on this first try right here, we do have 5 attempts in this red zone, so that's actually really nice. I'm really annoyed at the red zones right now that only have 3 attempts per day. That is just awful. We've been not having a good time in those red zone stages, but, I mean, I guess even in the Rose fight yesterday, you know, it took 4 attempts and we got washed in the Vegito runs every single time. You know, we did it first try with Zamasu, but, you know, Vegito here, it's like, and it wasn't his fault or anything, we just, you know, kept getting washed. It was terrible. We'll do this. We'll keep getting mine the 18 key. They are going to be fine here in slot 1. I do kind of want to avoid same type orbs, so this is good. Just because, like, I don't really want to heal. I kind of want to stay at kind of a minimum HP level. We are at the same defensive level because we've both gotten, you know, 1 stack up to this point, so that's cool to see. But mine will be at higher defense once the turn actually locks in. We can't see it, but we just got a defensive buff right there whenever the turn kicked in. That we can't see. Very good dodges. I love to see that. 4.2 million attack stat here with minimal links active. I think we only have legendary power and maybe fierce battle with Bulma. So, I mean, not much there, but she is giving support, which is nice. 2.6 on the additional. Definitely not impressive. And this is where it's like, why would you give this unit a ton of crit? Like, are they really going to be doing that much damage on a 2.6 million crit? Like, what's the point? You know, it's like, whether they crit or not, they're not really doing damage in this form, so I don't really see the point. But maybe somebody in the comments can explain it to me, you know, why you would want to give this character full crit, as opposed to full dodge when you can just dodge a super attack like that right there. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, that was pretty good. Alright, hopefully we can transform on turn 5. We have to lower our HP a little bit more. Yeah, you know, maybe we did actually want to get super there. You know, I don't know. Alright, woo, 4 million on a crit and a 1 million normal. That's pretty crazy, guys. 4.4 million right here. I mean, if they crit again, they're going to end up doing some decent damage on this turn, but I don't know. I don't see the point. It's like, clearly their base form here is meant to be kind of defensive, but not too defensive to where you don't ever transform. And then you transform, right? And then that's like the offensive, like, Vegito is insane. Like, if you get blue Vegito out, like, that's just, like, really crazy. So, let's do this. We'll just keep God Goku and Vegeta and Trunks together, like, locking down this rotation for now, and we'll float Vegito off and get him back on rotation with the other Vegito, potentially. We'll see how things go here. We're kind of wasting the guaranteed dodge a little bit by putting him in slot 3 here, but, I mean, at the very least, right, I mean, we're locked in here, so. Vegeta and Trunks are going to get another stack, which is really good. They'll still have their intro up next turn whenever going up against the Gammas, like both of them together, so that's good. Alright. God Goku here is getting built up. God Goku looks pretty good on this team, by the way, since we're able to get, like, some of his God Links active. He actually looks pretty good on this team. I really like that. You know, listen, more agenda pushing for God Goku is always fine by me. You know, like, the better that guy looks, the better I feel inside. Alright, we're not going to get Vegito Blue built up at all, but that's fine. We will be fine here. I don't think we can transform. Do not believe that we are below the HP threshold. Because nobody took damage on that last turn. Alright, so they are officially not guarding, so we do have to be a little bit more careful here. What do we want to do? I could put them in slot 1 and they would still have the dodge. Right? I believe they just have the dodge. Let me double check that. You know, I got my cheat sheet up here on the side. Let me double check that they just get the dodge in slot 1. Yeah, high chance of dodging in the first slot, so yeah, okay. For some reason, I just had to, I like psyched myself out and thought that maybe they got their like maybe the dodge was somehow tied to the intro, but it's not. I don't know what I was thinking. What do we yeah, I guess let's put them in slot 1. I mean, we kind of have to dodge here. We'll see how this goes. We'll grab those orbs with Gogeta. I mean, I could put Gogeta in slot 1, but, like, what if this attack right here is a super attack? You know, then what do I do? But, you know, it's like if any of these are super attacks, we could die, but we could also dodge. We'll grab Bulma's support here. I mean, I don't know that there's a better way to really play this turn. All right, please dodge this, guys, please. Okay, whew. All right, there's one. Listen, it's already paying off. All right, if Gamma 2 wants the super attack, that's fine, as long as we dodge it. All right, they're at a 6 million attack stat now. Pretty good. Pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean, All right, we got the crit there. 3.8 million on the additional. You know, I mean, listen. If we can get into Vegito, they'll look pretty good. If we can just get into Vegito, they'll look all right. There we go. So yeah, we definitely played a smart play here, putting them in slot 1. We did good because I have a feeling that this attack right here by Gamma 2 is going to be a super attack. Once Gogeta gets done with Gamma 1 here. One more, please. Okay, cool. He's fully built up defensively. Is this a super? No. Okay, well we could have swapped them, but I mean this worked out. Bulma was able to get her 8 orbs as well, so she'll get the double super, which will make her as defensive as she can be on this turn. Keep in mind, Bulma's on a 150% leader skill here, because she is not on the actual leader skill. She's on, like, the sub-lead of super class, key 3, 150%, so. No super attack by Gamma 2 is interesting. Okay. This is pretty good. We can throw Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1. Let's grab this key right here. We can grab this AGL key over here for them, and then I think we can get 6 orbs with God Goku. Perfect. All right, also, maybe we should have put them in slot 1, but I was kind of hoping that Gamma 2 was going to super immediately there since he didn't on the last turn. He could be supering in the middle slot, and if he is, we might be dead. The friend no longer has their intro buff up, and they are not in slot 1, so they're not getting the large defensive buff or the chance to dodge. You know, their offensive build is really going to come in handy right here, guys. You know, if that's a super attack in the middle, that offensive build, whew, it's really going to save us, isn't it? All right, luckily Gamma 2 is super attacking right here. And there we go, look at that. You know, listen, 9.6, by the way, is pretty good. 9.6, you know, they do build up attack. I mean, listen, you know, I mean, they do build up. They don't stay at those low numbers forever. There we go. Yeah, give me the additional for being at 20 key. Pretty good. I mean, now they're starting to get some pretty... They're starting to hit some pretty good numbers. If they were hitting these at, like, the beginning of the fight, it would definitely be a lot better, but... Ooh, yeah, look at that offensive build, guys. 112k on a normal. That's pretty good, isn't it? That's what you want to see, right, from your new Dokkan Fest unit, is 112k with no chance to mitigate that at all. That's pretty good. Man, Physical God Goku is insane, by the way. Look at this guy. This 13 million. Calm down, my guy. Oh, triple super into a 14. Yeah, I mean, listen, who looked more impressive on this turn? You tell, listen, you tell me who looked more impressive here. You let me know. Send me a telegram. Who looked more impressive? Okay, we can actually transform here, right? Because it's turn 7 with a future class ally. Dude, what is this turn? Look at all these active skills. Let's turn off the skips, and we'll just play the transformation, and then we'll get the KO screen with the active skills. So let me know what you guys thought about Vegito Blue in this fight. Really, I mean, we didn't even get Vegito Blue. We got Goku and Vegeta, so let me know what you thought about them in this fight. I mean, I thought they did pretty well, aside from last turn where he took 112k on a normal, but, I mean, listen, you know, if that was mine, they would have been full dodge, and they would have dodged there, so let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and we're going to let Vegito get us out of this video.
ベジータとカカロットの合体ベジットだ。そしてこれがベジートブレどうした？俺のスピードにはついてこられないか？